Shalom Aleichem, Na'aleh viewers. Welcome to another shiur in Mesachas Brachos. Today's shiur is dedicated Lili Nishmas Rachalea Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. We're in the Gemara Brachos, in the second parak on Daf Yud Gimel with Beis. We're up to the two dots right before the bottom of the Amud, approximately 7 lines up from the bottom of the Amud. The Gemara now goes back to discuss the Mishnah. In the Mishnah we had, in the second halach of the Mishnah quotes machlokes between Rav Meir and Rabbi Yehuda under what circumstances is an individual permitted to interrupt the recitation of Kriat Shma and either initiate a greeting to greet a person that he meets or to respond to a greeting. The Mishnah states, if you turn back to the Mishnah on Daf Yud Gimel Amud Aleph, the Mishnah states, Baprokim, if a person is between the paragraphs of Kriat Shma, he's between the first bracha and the second bracha, or between Shema and V'hayim Shemoya, Vayomer, as the Mishnah goes on to detail. So if a person is Baprokim, he's between the paragraphs. Rav Meir says, Shoyel mepnei hakavod u'meishiv. He's allowed to initiate a greeting, to greet a person that he has to give due respect to, that he has to pay his respects to, he has to honor. Such an individual who deserves kavod, he's permitted, Rav Meir says, when he's in the middle, between the paragraphs of Shema, to interrupt the Kriya, to interrupt the recitation of Kriat Shma, and initiate a greeting, Shoyel u'meishiv. He can initiate and he can respond. But if he's in the middle of the paragraph, he's in the midst of the paragraph of Kriat Shma, Shoyel mipnei hayira u'meishiv. Then the halacha is he's only allowed to initiate a greeting and respond if it's mipnei hayira, if it's a situation that this individual is an individual that there is fear towards, there's a certain fear, this individual is coming here, so if I don't greet him, he may harm me. That's how Rashi understands. Other Rishonim learned, the Rosh learns, mipnei hayira is a chiyuv yira, there's a mitzvah of yira towards this individual, a parent or a rebbe, where there's a mitzvah of yira. So under those circumstances, Rav Meir says one is permitted to interrupt the Kriya, to interrupt the recitation of Shema, and initiate a greeting and respond mipnei hayira. That's the shita of Rav Meir. Then the Mishnah quotes the shita of Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, V'emtza shoyel mipnei hayira u'meishiv mipnei hakavod, that in the middle of a paragraph one is permitted to initiate a greeting mipnei hayira, out of fear. This is in accordance with Rav Meir as well. The initiation ba'emtza haperek is only mipnei hayira. It's only permitted out of fear. U'meishiv mipnei hakavod. However, here the Mishnah says that Rabbi Yehuda disagrees with Rav Meir in terms of responding. Rav Meir says one is permitted to respond ba'emtza haperek, in the middle of a paragraph, only mipnei hayira, only out of fear. Whereas according to Rabbi Yehuda, one is permitted to respond even mipnei hakavod, even for a person that one is obligated to give respect to. Baprokim, the Mishnah goes on, and between the paragraphs, Rabbi Yehuda holds shoyel mipnei hakavod, a person is permitted to initiate a greeting to an individual that he has to give kavod to. U'meishiv shalom l'chol adam, and he could answer any person, he could answer any individual. So if you read the Mishnah in a straightforward manner, it seems that the machlokes between Rav Meir and Rabbi Yehuda is in terms of meishiv, in terms of when are you permitted to respond. They both agree that to initiate a greeting, bein haprakim, one is permitted to initiate a greeting mipnei hakavod. Between the paragraphs, one can initiate a greeting to a person that one has to honor, whereas in the middle of a paragraph, one is only allowed to initiate a greeting mipnei hayira, to a person that there is either a fear that he may harm you, as Rashi learns, as because if Mishnah was medayik from the Rambam, or like the Rosh, for a person that there's a mitzvah to fear, one is permitted then to initiate a greeting. The difference between Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Meir plays out in the case of Meishiv, regarding the situation of under what circumstances is an individual permitted to interrupt his Kriat Shma and respond to a greeting. Rav Meir's shita is that one can be Meishiv on the same circumstances that one can be shiur. So bein haprakim, between the paragraphs, one is allowed to be meishiv mipnei kavod. One can respond to a person and one has to honor. Whereas, according to, and in the middle of a paragraph, one can only respond